Okay, so today we will be doing the vertex of the parabola, how to find it. Okay, so parabola, as you may know, is a curve that will be facing up or down, any width, and today we will just be focusing on y equals x squared and y equals negative x plus 2 squared minus 2. Big difference, but, well, it may seem, but not really. Okay, so in a parabola, the vertex is the very bottom point, and I guess we can associate this with this. I just kind of randomly drew them. So this one, the vertex is at the very bottom, and it really should be at the origin right here. And we'll see how to do that. So finding the vertex of a parabola, we need to find the lowest y value. So this has to be as low as possible. So if x equals 0, then 0 squared is just 0, so y equals 0. Any number, negative or positive, any number, whether it's negative or positive, when it's squared, it's greater than 0, right? So if it's negative 5 squared, it's 25, 2 squared is 4, 7 squared is 49, and so on. So any number squared will be greater than this y value when x is 0. So the x-coordinate for the vertex of the parabola will be x equals 0, and we already found the y value, so the coordinate is 0, 0, which is at the origin. So pretty much you need to get whatever part is getting squared has to equal 0. So this part right here has to equal 0. Because if it's squared, then it will be 0, because 0 squared is 0. So then it'll be negative 2. But in this case, since it's negative, this will be facing down, which means that you're looking for the highest possible y value, which is the opposite of what we're looking for this time. So we'll go like that. So to set this to 0, so this has to be 0 within the parentheses, and when x is negative 2, negative 2 plus 2 is 0, so when x equals negative 2, it will be negative 2 plus 2 squared minus 2, got a lot of 2's, and then which equals, this equals 0, square is 0, negative 0 is just still 0, and 0 minus 2 is negative 2, so y equals negative 2, and the coordinate is x equals negative 2 right here. So negative 2, negative 2. So that will be, yeah, this isn't too great of it should be right here. So it would look like that. Here, I'll try and erase this. There you go. Okay, so to prove that y equals negative 2 is the highest possible value, if x equals negative 1, negative 1 plus 2 is 1 squared, negative 1 minus 2 equals negative 3. That's that's smaller than negative 2. Say x is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. Squared is negative 7 minus 2 is negative 9. That's smaller than negative 2. So any number squared is going to be greater than 0, and when it's negative, it's going to be less than 0, which means it's going to be less than negative 2, because 0 minus 2 is just negative 2. So any number that's negative minus 2 is going to be less than negative 2. So therefore, this will be the greatest y value. Therefore, this is the vertex of y equals negative x plus 2 squared minus 2.